Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about subject verb agreement, where we will discuss about how we have to use verb according to the subject so that they can agree with each other. Firstly, we will look at subject verb agreement. What does they mean? As per the definition, we can say a verb must agree with its subject in number and person. That means we should use verb according to the subject that should be agree with its person and in number. For more clarification, we will read about rules so that it can be clear to us how we have to use verb according to the subject in our sentences. Before stepping ahead, firstly we will see these examples so that we can have clear-cut idea what does subject verb agreement means. First example, they are playing in the garden. Second is the same, they is playing in the garden. We can see both the examples. First one is correct, second one is incorrect. Why? Because there is verb are is agree with the subject they. They is a subject which means plural. As the plural subject can only take plural verb are, we cannot use singular verb is with plural subject they. And in the second sentence, Sita has completed her work. Sita have completed her work. In first sentence, Sita is a singular person, third person. So we have to use singular verb, that is has. As you know, have is used with the plural subject. So subject verb agreement means that we have to use verb according to the subject. In which sense subject is given, according to that person and number we have to apply the verb so that they can agree with each other. As the subject was plural they, we use plural verb are. As the subject is singular Sita, we have used singular verb has. We cannot use plural verb at this time, and at that time we cannot use singular verb. So they must agree with each other. We will look at the different rules of subject verb agreement, how we have to place the verb according to the subject. But here we will study about only 12 rules which are more important as compared to the others. So see them and learn how to place verb according to the subject. Rule 1, which says third person singular always takes singular verb. As we know, third person, there are third person he, she, it, they, but we are talking about third person singular, so only he, she, it and any name comes under this. He reads newspaper, she drinks coffee in the morning, a tree is precious, it gives oxygen. So third person singular he, she, it, we have to use with them singular verb. Reads, drinks, gives are singular verbs. Rule number 2, third person they, second person you and first person we takes plural noun. They, you, we takes plural noun. This is the rule number 2. So we can see in examples. They are playing cricket. You were writing a letter. We have done our work. That means they, you, we, which are third, second and first person, but they are plural, so they will take plural verb. Rule 3 says first person I use both singular as well as plural verb. I will take both plural as well as singular depending on the situation. Singular with am and was. When we are using I with am and was, then at that time they will take singular verb. Plural with verb like have. When we are using I with have, which is also a plural verb, so at that time I will go with plural verb. I can go with both singular as well as plural. Rule number 4, a collective noun takes singular verb when it is considered as a single unit. Collective noun which I have defined in the previous videos clearly. Collective noun means the collection of an object or persons. So collective noun will take singular verb when it is considered as a single unit. In first example, you can see the jury was called for taking the decision. Here jury is a collective noun which is here in this example considering to be a single unit, but it takes plural verb when the members are thought of separately. But when we are talking about different members of the collective noun separately, at that time verb will be plural. Here the jury have given their separate decision. Now we are talking about the members of jury, so we are using plural verb have. But when we talk about single jury only, at that time we will use singular verb. Rule number 5, two or more singular noun or pronoun when joined by using conjunction and takes a plural verb. It means when we join two singular noun, means to say name of place or person, or pronoun he, she, it, etc. by using conjunction and, they will take a plural verb. Rohan and Sohan are walking in the park. The example says Rohan and Sohan are two names of two nouns which have been joined here by using conjunction and they are taking verb are, which is a plural verb. Rule 6, when two singular nouns refer to the same person, they take a singular verb. It means to say when we use two singular nouns and they refer to a same person. That means they both are used for a single person. At that time we will use singular verb. The orator and the statesman has arrived for the program. So the orator and statesman refer to the same person. The person for whom we are talking, he is the orator also, and he is also a statesman. So he has arrived for the program. We are using singular verb because these both qualities refer to a single person. Rule 7. When two subjects together express a single idea, then singular verb will be used. It means when we are using two subjects in our sentence and they both refer to a single idea, single thought, at that time we will use verb in singular. Bread and butter is his favorite breakfast. We are talking about bread and butter, which is his favorite breakfast. That means it works as a single food item in his breakfast. So bread and breakfast togetherly make a complete food. That is, it is a single idea representing a single idea, so we have to use singular verb with this. Rule 8 says when subjects differ in number or person and connected by and, we'll use verb in plural. When there are two subjects and connected by using conjunction and they differ in number. For example, we will see here, he and I were studying together. He is third person singular and I is first person singular. So they are different in person here. So we will use plural verb. He and I were. We are using verb which is a plural verb. So when persons are different in number or person, subject, so we will use plural verb. Rule 9. When a group of words acts as a subject, then the main word which is preferred to be the subject and verb is used according to that. Means to say, when there is a group of phrase acting as a subject in our sentence, at that time the word which is main will act as a subject. For example, in the sentence we can see the butter biscuits she made were very delicious. Here the butter biscuits is total the subject here. These three, it is a phrase which is acting as a subject, but here we will use verb according to the biscuits. So biscuits is in plural, we are using verb plural were. If there is the butter biscuit, biscuit means singular, we will use was. So here the verb should act according to the main word which will act as a subject. Rule 10 says when a sentence begins with there, then the word written after verb is considered to be the subject and verb is used according to that. That means whenever there is a sentence which is beginning with there, at that time we will see after the verb which word is written, and then that word will be the subject and we have to use verb according to that. For more clarification, I have given example here. Example says there is raisin on the cake. Here the raisin is written after the verb is and raisin is singular, so we are using is. In second sentence, there are raisins on the cake. Here the raisins is written after are and raisins is a plural word, so we have used verb according to that in plural are. Rule number 11. Words such as scissors, trousers, spectacle, shoes, socks takes plural verb, but when they are used with the phrase a pair of, the pair of, then takes singular verb. It means these are the kinds of word which shows the idea of two. When they are used lonely, alone, they take plural verb, but when we use them with the phrase the pair of or a pair of, they use singular verb. For example, see the first example, the pair of denim trouser is his. Here we have add the phrase. At this time we will use singular verb and the sentence will be like this, the pair of denim trouser is his. But when we are talking alone, denim trousers, at that time we will use plural verb, denim trousers are very comfortable. So don't be confused, without phrase you will use plural verb, but with phrase you will use singular verb. Rule number 12 says words such as police, kettle, people are considered plural, so they take a plural verb. These words show the consideration of more than one person or one thing. So with these words we will use verb in plural. For example, cattle were grazing in the field. So here the cattle shows the plural word, so we will use verb in plural were. I hope with these points you would be able to understand subject verb agreement in an effective way. If there is any doubt regarding any point, you can write in the comment.